Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I've started on mute there. Bit of a rough intro. I'm not sure what happened there, but welcome back to Pistons Worldwide for our 4th episode. Tom, how you doing, brother?
What up, though? What up, though?
Oh man, so on today's show, everyone, we are going to obviously immediately react to this Pistons versus Orlando heartbreaking loss. But just before we do, if you are new to the channel, new to Tom and I's pages, if you could please like and subscribe. If you love the content of Pistons Worldwide, please also support Tom over on his YouTube channel at Korean Pistons Fan. But we're going to get straight into this game. There will be some time towards the end of the show, around the 50-minute mark, for some call-ins. So if you have any questions or want to call in, we will get those towards the end of the show. But drop them in the chat now, and we will chat with you throughout the show. But Tom, I have a headache. I was yelling at that TV. But I want to hear your immediate thoughts to the Pistons' 4th loss of the season.
Right. It's been heartbreaking. 2 games in a row. And this game, I truly believe we could come back. And we actually did come back. And it's heartbreaking the way we lost. The way we lost was not Detroit basketball, because it was more of a lack of effort on the rebounding side of the game. So it was really heartbreaking. I know everyone in the chat have a lot of things to say about this game, but it's been really frustrating. Like, I kept shouting here alone, but I don't know, Jack. How are you?
Yeah. Look, we'll break down the game a little bit, but I think like the raw emotion is like that. I just want to go straight to those missed defensive rebounds. I can't even remember the first one, but the second one, it bounces off the rim, and I feel like Asar, Cade, and JD are all around the ball, and it felt like they were all waiting for someone else to grab it. And then it obviously goes back to the Magic. They get another shot, and I think they missed that one maybe. And then I think there was, or maybe they got fouled. I can't remember exactly. My brain scrambled, but those missed rebounds I went from feeling like maybe the refs had almost not stolen this from us, because I don't want to be that salty, but as soon as they missed all those rebounds, it was really hard for me to sit there and just feel like we fought. They fought so hard. They got a 10-0 run immediately when I thought they were almost done. And then it just, those missed rebounds, I felt like that was it.
Yeah, every missed rebound was like a bullet to my heart. Like, it really hurt. I believe they got 3 offensive rebounds in that possession. So we needed we had 2 timeouts at that time. We had around like 30 seconds or something at the clock.
Yeah.
But every rebound was more time on the clock. So it really hurt. Like, so I was shouting. I was like swearing in Korean and in English. So I was like, get the rebound. So yeah, it's painful. So in the beginning part of the game, I was like saying stuff about the refs and all that, but that last possession was on us. We cannot blame anyone else for that.
And like, I just want to make it very clear, Cade Cunningham was terrific tonight. 39 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. But that missed layup that he had just before that possession, I think he misses a wide open layup almost, and that would have put the Pistons up 3 with, I'm assuming there was under 2 minutes. I think you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then
the one short, yeah.
Yeah, it rolls off, and you're just like, I felt like Cade missed a couple of those tonight. Not to nitpick, but when a game's this tight, you just expect him to make that layup in the dying moments, which would have put them up 3. And I think not only do you get like that 3-point buffer, but I think mentally, like, if you're the Magic, you're like, wow, we've really just blown this 10-point lead, and now we're down 3, and he obviously just misses it, and then I think they come back down. They either score on a 2-pointer or on free throws. I can't remember, but basically the Pistons are down 1, and I think, yeah, it's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. These 2 games back to back, like, oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
both games came down. It was very similar. The game came down to the last possession and to the last free throws, and Cade also like missed the first free throw, which really hurt. But one thing, like Cade's actually one of the best in the league. I think he's the best ever in the intentional missing free throws. Like that,
Yeah.
he also did it last season, I think, and the referees
Yes.
actually called like they miscalled it, thinking that he airballed it or something. But he's really good at that. So yeah, it's such a painful loss. I'm sure we, as Pistons fans, will not overreact to this loss at all.
My standard procedure is after a loss like that, I do one final tweet to wrap up the game, and then I don't go back on Twitter until the next game. Or I certainly don't. Like, I might check quickly, but I think after the Boston's game, I went on Twitter like 3 times just to check some stuff.
Right.
But I logged straight out because I get it. Emotions are high, but yeah, I think like maybe just with this game, what was there anything else apart from like the final 2 minutes? Because they did get down 10. Pistons started this game up 13 in the first quarter, but that quickly evaporated. Was there anything else that stood out to you tonight where you're like, this just doesn't seem like the team we've been watching?
Right.
Doesn't have to be negatives, but just something that like, stood out to you.
Observations. When we were up 13, when Cade went to the bench especially, our offense became very stagnant. We stopped sharing the ball. We relied too much on the one-on-ones with Levert and Ivy, which led to really bad shots or a turnover. So I think that's when Orlando kind of found their groove, especially Desmond Bane and all that. So I think that we have to find some rotations, lineups that kind of work, because I think this is the first time we have been actually this healthy the whole season, and Ivy's still coming back from injury, so we have to find a rotation, a 5-man unit in the second unit. Whether you make some starters or not, whatever, we have to find a 5 that actually kind of clicks, because right now it's for the past 2 games, when we had the 5 bench players out there, it didn't really look good. So maybe we stagger some minutes of Cade with the bench unit, or like some vice Duran with the bench unit. I think some changes have to be made. So yeah, that was kind of frustrating watching us like making bad shot after turnover after turnover. We could have like maintained this lead the whole time, but we just gave it up in like a few minutes in the second quarter. So that was end of the first quarter and the second quarter. So that was frustrating.
And it felt like from that kind of point onwards, the Pistons were constantly down anywhere from 1 point to 4 points, all the way into like the 4th. They might have got to 7, but like it was just that kind of stretch really gave the Magic confidence, because they kind of realized in that moment that it's like, wow, we've only got to worry about Cade here. Like we can trust our one-on-one defense. Anthony Black, he was the guy. I think his stats don't look that great in the box score. Looking at it now, he actually missed quite a few shots, but that version of Anthony Black tonight compared to the one we saw earlier in the year, on both ends, he was kind of like killing the Pistons, I thought, especially in that stretch. They had him on like Levert or Ivy, and he just overwhelmed them. And then obviously Desmond Bane kind of stepped it up considerably since the last time they played him. But yeah, I agree. I think something with the rotation, like JB's obviously been trying to figure this out since Ivy and Tobias came back pretty much a week ago now. I'm just wondering if like how many they played tonight? I think they played 13 players tonight. Even Big Wall Paul got out there because of some foul trouble. But I'm just like, my thing with playing the extra players, it just feels like the rotation and combinations, like guys don't seem to be as comfortable because they're all in like these jumbled roles to what they were used to. And what I noticed in the past 2 games that I don't like is, as good as Cade has played in these last 2 games, the team flow's gone to me offensively. They're playing much like the Boston's record Boston are underrated. Like their 9-8 record entering that game, like they have some really good advanced numbers that indicate they are not as bad as their record looks. And like, so they've played two good teams. I feel confident saying that. And like, so of course, Cade's going to have to do a bit more than normal, but I just feel like it's become super reliant on Cade this past two games in a way that even though they're playing lesser teams, it did not feel like this. Like even Jalen Duren, like the confidence with him, like just feels like it's dialed back a bit in a way that's him also not just playing better opponents. But does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I agree with you completely because the offensive flow kind of dies down in the second unit. That's what I said.
yeah,
With Kate on the ball, like the offense kind of it's like a machine now. Like he's really good at like controlling the flow of the game and getting shots for himself and his teammates. But when he goes on the bench, that kind of ball movement kind of disappears a bit. I know Karras is a like good secondary ball like movement player. Ivy can fill that role eventually, but right now, what we need is a player, someone like Dennis Jenkins. So yeah, I agree with a lot of people saying that we should give Dennis more minutes. He didn't play really well today when he was on the floor, but that could also be attributed to him not getting exactly like regular roles. So he's not
yeah,
like he was there in the first half, but I don't believe I saw him in the second half. So I don't know. I
you're right.
think eventually, when you have to remember, like Karras is also like, although it's been a few games, also like having a minor injury, and Ji obviously with a huge coming back from the injury. Eventually, I think he will be able to fill that role. But for now, we have to soldier through it, get to go through some growing pains. Yeah, and hopefully we'll go back on track the next game tomorrow against the Miami
Well,
Heat.
that's the thing as well, Tom. Like, growing pain is a good way to put it because this team obviously won 13 games in a row and we're looking spectacular. But that first, we'll talk about games from earlier this week a bit later. But the Indiana game earlier in the week, there was some slippage there. You felt it, and and I think the Bucks game, um, that one was okay. But like you've noticed, like they're bringing back two major players, and Ivy who really hasn't played in a year. Like they are trying to integrate new players, and
Right.
they kind of, whilst they did have injuries and players were forced into new roles, now that it's almost a bit more difficult because players aren't playing as freely because they kind of don't know their rotations exactly. Asar, like, only played 22 minutes. He did have foul trouble, I believe. But yeah, it's just interesting. Like, I'm honestly not too mad at JB or anything. Like, I think it's too early to get mad at a coach who's 15-4. And at the end of the day, like,
Right.
he's trying to figure it out. Like, it's all right for someone like me on Twitter
Yeah.
to be like, play Dennis, play Dennis. But it's like, he's trying to
Right.
like manage like egos. Not that I think any of these guys have bad egos, but it's a bit of a tricky position. So,
Yeah, it's not an envious position to be in. Because if I were there, I would feel bad for playing, for example, Ivy over someone. I would feel bad for the players. I would go, I'm sorry, man. Like I would feel bad. So it's not an envious role to be in.
no, definitely not. And like, I think maybe let's just a couple of positives. I really do think we just need to spend a minute talking about Cade. I know he had 8 turnovers, but um, like he had 39 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. I know people might want to like get on his case again about a missed free throw again tonight, but um, like he's just playing really well. Like Orlando have a lot of defenders they can throw at him. They were really physical. That technical he got. That ref, I don't know his name, but he was diabolical. Um,
Oh,
he was diabolical. Like
oh
he
man,
missed.
that
Like
was
they were
pissed me. Oh.
they were grabbing Cade. They were holding him. They were pulling his jersey.
And
So
that
look,
bump
eight
by
turnovers.
Desmond Bain and
Yeah.
technical on like JB. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. That was at the start of the game. Oh man, I was Desmond Bain. I mean, ultimately they win, so I can't really say too much. But I was getting ready to go off on they're the one. But yeah, just thoughts on Cade's game. I know it's maybe hard to get those final couple of minutes out of your head, but I think he played another really good game.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, um, yeah, Tiedemann, yeah, he's the Korean Heat too. It's a big factor that players is turning from injury are in good physical condition, and I agree with that because a lot of people I saw on Twitter, especially like saying really bad stuff about some of our players, including like some people coming back from injury. But I think we really have to give them time because coming back from an injury that big is not going to be easy, and we have to give them time because we saw what they could do when they're fully healthy. So we have to like I think I would just root for them. Do not say reckless things about them. Just support them, and eventually they'll like show their real true abilities and win us some more games. But yeah,
Totally. Yeah.
Diabolical was right. That referee was so oh
Yeah. I mean, he's lucky the Pistons fumbled all those rebounds because he was going to be
right.
public enemy number one for me. Yeah, I was just yeah, I think Nuggy says he almost punched a window. uh, like I feel you, Nuggies. It was yeah,
You
I
know, like
was
Jack, I'm sure you're the same. Like right now, I'm getting so many notifications from
yeah.
Orlando fans. 'Cause, like
Uh,
you
I
know,
haven't
being
looked,
a
but
yeah,
probably
being like a somewhat well-known fan of a team, like once you lose, the
yeah.
opposing fan base really like searches you out and just goes at you in your DMs, Twitter, comments. I don't know how you did this for so long, brother. You just-
I haven't even looked yet, but there'll probably be some in there. There was some after the Boston game. I like, I don't know. It's all fun. I would never go and do that, but like, I don't. That's why I'm not those types of people. But they'll
all right.
they'll be in there. I probably would have said some stuff about Bane if we won. So it's all fair game. But
I hate Bane, but it's in a very respectable way because I hate him. I despise him because he's been killing us every time. Like even when he was in Memphis, he would come here and like cook us. I believe he had like 49 points when he in LCA when he was a part of the Grizzlies. So I hate how he plays. I hate how he flings, especially like him and Paolo and Franz. But yeah, it's like Stu. It's like having Stu. Like you would love them on your team, but
yeah,
as an opposing fan, I hate him. And that's the greatest form of compliment I think you can give a player
yeah,
because I hate that man, dude.
Bane.
And
Yeah,
he
no,
was talking trash the whole game.
I
Ah,
know he was, and like that's. I mean, like it. Yeah, if they lose, it looks bad. Like there's Benedict Mathurin talking when they were down 20 to the Little Caesars Arena's crowd. Like, but
yeah.
if like you kind of like you said, I kind of respect Bane if they win and he ends up scoring 37. Like, I'm not really going to say too much bad about him. Was there? I see a lot of people, some in the chat, and I did see briefly on Twitter, some people saying like outside of Cade, were there any positives? I think for me, I'll be honest, I've liked.
Wait, sorry. If I had the wingspan of a toddler, I'd go crazy. Like his nickname here in Korean NBA community is like a T-Rex or something.
Yeah, because they're short.
Anyways, please keep going. That
I,
comment took me off guard.
I think no, you're good. I think a positive for me. I thought Tobias has been pretty solid. Like
Right, right,
I think he made that three when the Pistons were down 4 to cut it back to 1. He also did the exact same thing in Boston,
right.
making some timely shots. He did miss like a post fade when they were down 10, but like I'm not going to get on him too much for that. Like I feel like he's been pretty solid shooting the ball since he came back, which is how he needs to be starting at the 4.
Yeah, he's been so reliable for us. Like defensively, he's not a hole. Like the opposing defenses cannot really take advantage of Tobias. He's not a defensive stopper by any means, but he's not shabby. He's not like Malik Beasley or Duncan Robinson. So he's really good at the defensive end, and he made some clutch shots again for us for Boston game and this game. So he's Mr. Reliable, Uncle T, our veteran, and especially the first quarter, he was really good for us. So having him out there is just a stable presence for us. He really calms the players. I think he also talks a lot on the floor. So having him out there, it's very different. Like it makes us a very different team.
Yeah, and like I can tell what Nuggies here is saying. I can't say Tobias is a positive. I just thought that three he made plus the stuff you mentioned, Tom. Like in a game like tonight, like they didn't lose by 20 to the Magic. Like it's
Right.
a tough loss, but there was some players who I think still made some really key plays to even get us back in that position. I thought as well.
Okay,
Like,
Javonte Green. Javonte Green, I think today's like I saw like him comment Javonte Green, he missed like an open layup. And I think he's one player if JI or like Jenkins get more playing time. I think might be the player that get loses out on the rotation because our rotation is right now at 12 to 13 players, and that just cannot work. Most NBA teams have 8 to 10 players, 10 players at most in their rotation. I know like Javonte, Paul Reed, Dennis Jenkins, everyone else really played a huge role during our win streak. But if everyone's healthy, someone has to, lose out. And I think the first player, it's going to be Javonte Green. I love him. I love him as a player. He's been really good. But yeah.
I know I'm with you. I think the odd man out are Javonte and obviously Paul Reed, and then I think you have your 10. Look, we'll talk a little bit more about the rotation later, but like, yeah, I just think it's too many players, and it just like someone like Ron, who I know Ron's been in a bit of a sophomore slump for like a little bit here now, definitely on offense especially, but I still feel like there's room. Like Ron should probably get more than 8 minutes, and I think.
Right.
Look, this is the balancing act. Like people probably disagree with me and say, look, Ron hasn't been playing well, but I'm with you. It needs to be 9 to 10 players. And hopefully maybe JB can step back, maybe probably not tonight after Miami game, and just reassess where things are at with some of the results. Because I will say, like in the preview I did for this Magic game, I was kind of like, oh, wow. The past 5 games, the Pistons have like the 17th ranked defense. Like they've really dropped off recently. It's not bad, but they were like, they're still, I think they're 5th now in the league, but the past week has like been a pretty significant drop off. And I think some of it's because of the lineups, the players that have come back and just trying to mesh. So,
and
we'll
some of it is also due to the teams making like crazy shots. Like Derek White on those threes, like a lot of them were contested. He just made them. And tonight also, like they also made some really difficult shots in the fourth quarter. So it's been frustrating to watch because we played good defense, but they just make tough shots at times. Well, a lot of times 100%. We had bad defense.
Yeah, and I think some of that bad defense, a little bit might be personnel, but I think some of it as well is they haven't played together and these lineups are different, and it's just a different feel out there. But look, we're going to talk about the games from this week in a segment soon. But is there anything else from this game? We're going to zoom out and talk about the Pistons, like big picture as well. But is there anything else from this game, Tom, that you think's worth talking about? Actually, I might ask you this because I kind of missed it trying to record my post-game video. But what happened at the end there?
What do you mean?
I missed.
Did
you watch that? I missed it.
Yeah, I was watching it, but the actual interaction was not caught on camera. But I think it was more on like Stu was having beef. Oh yeah, Stu was having beef with Orlando players. He was actually telling them to come to the locker room. He was like. That was scary. I was like, if Stu goes like that, Tom, like meet me out of the locker room, dude, I'm flying right back to Korea. So, I don't know exactly what happened, but he was really pissed because the tension has been building up since the first quarter. Everyone was like they were flopping here and there. The referees weren't calling obvious fouls both ways, which kind of leads to a very physical and emotional game. So I think that really built up, and Orlando was talking trash at the end when the buzzer went off. So I think that's when Stu was like, "All right, come meet me out of the locker room, brother. Just come on. I'll show you Detroit basketball, brother."
One of them actually went out there, I wonder if they'd actually fight.
You met Stu, right? Like you actually gave him this, you know.
Yeah, he nearly ripped my shoulder out.
He's huge, like his shoulders are probably twice mine. So if I imagine Stu angry at me. Man, that's even if I was like an NBA player, even if I was like built like Andrew Drummond or something, I would still be scared because he's probably one of the strongest players out there, like outside of maybe Steven Adams. So
there's like after watching Stu now for 5 years or so, there's a certain look he gets in his eye, and I'm like, I feel like you can almost like tell when he's either going to get a flagrant, he's going to get a technical before it happens, because he gets this look on his face where like. And sometimes you'll see the coaching staff like JB like sub him out and like talk to him on the side to calm him down. But I think overall, like Shu's always going to have that tag, but I feel like he's done a much better job at like reining it in. He got some texts early in the season, but I think overall, like he's been a lot better at like controlling his emotions and not letting it like affect the team, as in the Pistons.
Right. He's been really good at that. It was Cade who actually got like really mad this game. So seeing him frustrated, you know he was fouled because Cade usually is very level-headed and he's very calm most of the time. He does argue with the refs at times, but it's usually like a one and done thing. But him, it's been a long time since I saw him that mad at a ref. Like.
Yeah, he was. You could. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I remember watching it. You could read his lips, and it was. Yeah, I was surprised he didn't get thrown out. Last thing, one other positive, one moment I loved was who hit the three to tie it up? Whoever hit the three to tie it up after the 10-0 run, JB's like to them.
That was Cade. Cade hits the on the fast break, left wing.
Yeah, that was awesome. And JB's like, let's effing go. I love that. I love that. Like,
right.
That's our coach. That's our team's vibe. But I think we covered this game, Tom. I think we covered this game. We've got plenty more to talk about the Pistons, but this game, last thing as well, the Pistons obviously won't advance in the NBA Cup. That is a wrap.
Yeah, that's a bummer, but at least we won't have to play an extra game, like which is not counted. You know, like players could get injured in that game, you know, and there's extra travel for them. That's bad. So just kind of like.
I think the Lakers and Bucks have won the cup, and neither of them have gone too deep in the playoffs winning.
Right.
So
we're looking at the bigger picture. We're not looking at some Las Vegas. Like if players go there and go like gamble, it's come on. We're looking at June basketball. We're not looking at like December basketball, brother. We're looking at June. 100%. So yeah, we get it. We're still number one in the East, I believe. Right?
We would be. I think we had
we
at
would
least
be.
a 2 game.
Yeah, Toronto's right there, but we're still number one in the East. We're still number one. Like, let's not be too negative. Like, we're still the best team in the East.
We are. Maybe when I bring Ash up for trivia in a moment, he can check the standings quickly. Because I just want to make sure we're still number one because I've been saying we are. Now I'm nervous. But so for everyone watching, we are 1 game clear. Thank you, Ash. Tom.
Thank you, Avery. What up, though?
For anyone new watching, this is our weekly segment, Korean Corner and Aussie Corner. We're going to switch it up a bit here. But for this week, I don't know if you celebrate Thanksgiving in Korea. I assume not.
We don't.
We don't. But I thought it was Thanksgiving yesterday. So I thought for this segment, 2 things. One thing you are thankful for living in Korea, South Korea, I should say. Mm-hmm. And then one thing you are thankful for with this Pistons team in particular. It can be a player, a moment, anything. Bit of positivity off the back of a tough loss.
All right. Okay. You go first. Ladies first.
Ladies first. How's that for a jab? I would say one thing I'm very thankful for and always have been with like the NBA and watching it here is like when the NBA season starts, it's basically spring and summer. So I get like games during the day here, summer weather, typically, even though it's been weird weather here. And just like the NBA to me is like the best time of the year because it's like the summer and I just love the whole vibe. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was down at the beach and it's like summertime having the NBA on. Like, and then I see all our friends over in Detroit and it's like the snow starting to creep in. I'm like, it's just different down here.
Oh yeah. For me, like for Korea, the weather is very similar to Detroit. When it's cold in Detroit, it's cold in South Korea. When it's hot here, it's hot there. But what I'm thankful for is, and I'm sure a lot of international fans can relate to this, because when we win basketball games, and when the game's over, that's probably like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. here in Korea, whatever. And that mood, like that being happy, keeps you like, it goes on for the whole day. Like you're happy, like this 13-game win streak, you know, like I was the happiest. That was probably the happiest month of my life. Like me being in Detroit in the early, like, okay, never mind. The second happiest, I guess. So yeah, it keeps you happy. So for the rest of the day, but vice versa, if we get a loss like 2 nights ago and today, I'm gonna have to live with it for the whole day, which kind of sucks.
At least it's a weekend today. It's Saturday.
Right, right. I'm probably gonna get some soju tonight.
Yeah. And then Tom, one thing you're thankful for with this Pistons team, there's a funny comment in here I've seen, which I might bring up in a second. This,
What? Come on, let's see it.
this one here, I'm thankful to have young pieces to trade to get Casey help. Yeah. That's,
Bro. Okay, that's all right. That's funny. Okay, no, I'm thankful for the team. Like we're number one in the East. Like I know we lost 2 straight, but we're still the number one in the East. We have a young core. We have a franchise player. We have like a Sar. We have Jalen Duren. Our like I think around 25 other teams in the league would rather have like our team, like our situation right now. So, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, because since 2 years ago, everyone was saying, "Oh, the Pistons' future is bleak. Future, like they have a really bad young core in the league, whatever." All that trash talk. But now, like we have the one of the brightest futures in the league. Maybe obviously outside of OKC, we're probably in top five, top three talks in the future in the NBA. So we're top one in the East right now, and we're gonna roll. Like, I think we have a very bright present and future. Like other fan bases would kill to have.
absolutely. I think we're in a great position. Like lots of optionality. Like we can make a big trade if that's what they decide to do. Obviously, I don't
Right.
really want that right now, but if that's what it's like, they're just like in a really good position and really well positioned long term, short term. I think
Wait.
for me with the team, I'm actually really thankful for Detroit sports fans. I thought they were loud
Right.
tonight when they were given the chance. It was like one of those
Right.
games that was like,
Ref, you suck.
yeah, like, and like, I love like, and I'll go back to the playoffs, like when I was at LCA, like, we have a very creative like crowd. Or no, I don't know, like they're not afraid to say certain things like
Yeah.
the FU Brunson chants, like just so passionate. And like when the team's playing well and like the game's a big game, like and the arena's full, like they are loud. And I
LCA
thought
was
tonight,
sold out tonight.
yeah,
LCA was
it was awesome.
like it was sold out. It was crazy to see. I loved
Like
it.
the first quarter when like the team was up by like 10 or 13, whatever it was, like they were so loud. And then it was just one of those games where you're like biting your nails, anxious because it was so tight. But I'm thankful that I chose a team that has Detroit sports fans because
Right. And
when we're all in the same building and like packed in, like it's a seriously fun
yeah.
experience.
Yeah, speaking of Detroit sports fans, I watched the Lions game like yesterday, I think. Yesterday in Korea time. It was I woke up at 4 a.m. and I just watched it because I thought I saw it was on, and the atmosphere is electric, and the Lions game was so fun to watch, brother. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was so fun to watch that throughout the day I searched YouTube videos on rules about NFL because I want to learn. I want to know what's happening out there. So it was really entertaining. We lost, but it was really fun to watch. So probably hopefully moving on, I would catch some Lions games because it was really exciting. You should try
No, that's
watching.
something
You should try watching, brother.
I would. I like it's just the time difference. Like
Right.
but
I had to
I
wake up
need to.
4.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
when you were watching that game, had you slept yet, or did you wake up early? Or is,
I no, I fell asleep around 12 and I just woke up
yeah,
at 4 for some reason. I don't know why. So
yeah,
and when I woke up, I just checked and saw the Lions game was on. So we were down 17-7 or something. And then when I first turned it on, we actually scored a touchdown in a few minutes. So that was my first impression, like, holy shit. That was so fun to watch. Like, Jamo! I was like, so yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Oh, wait.
I
Sorry, I'm talking a lot. But speaking of
no,
Thanksgiving, have you had? I don't think I ever had turkey before.
yeah, I've had
I
turkey. We have it for Christmas
really?
Day. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the only
really?
time of the year I'll have it. Like Christmas Day here is like you have turkey, ham, um, a lot of seafood sometimes. I'm trying to think what else. Pork is another one. That's probably the only time of the year I'll eat turkey. I like it. Turkey with gravy. It's really
Is
nice.
it like chicken? Because I don't think I
Yeah,
never had ever
it's
had turkey.
similar. It's very similar
Ah,
to
okay.
chicken. Very similar. Bit of a different taste, but like very. That's probably what it's very close to. I
So
mean,
like
turkey and
people
chicken.
on Pistons Twitter, everyone was posting their Thanksgiving plates, and they were like judging everyone's like if someone posts a plate, they would judge their plates. They would go like that turkey is dry, or that or that like dish is kind of like good or whatever. So that was kind of funny to watch.
I know. Shout out to Camille who lives in Turkey.
Oh,
Pistons. Yeah, shout out.
that's why he goes like
Um,
turkey. He's saying Korean. He's saying like, why are you talking about Lions? It's a Pistons broadcast. He's just
Yeah.
joking around. He's a Lions fan too.
Let's go, that man, Detroit man. I'd have to get him on the show once. Can he speak English?
Yeah. No, he doesn't speak really English, but I could translate when he comes up.
We'll have to get him up for sure. I'd love that. Well, let's do some trivia now, and then we've got plenty of more Pistons topics to close out the show before some call-ins. Probably 15 minutes off the call-ins, guys. So we will get to those, but we're going to bring up Ash now for the trivia question, and this is for everyone in the chat to partake in as well. Let me just.
Love the jersey, brother. I think
Ash.
you're muted. You're muted, brother.
Oh, I just unmuted you. He's all good.
Oh, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Ash, what do you got for us this week?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how you go. This one, this is a bit of a name your player, top type of thing. So we've got, can you name the 4 players in the league? And chat, I want to see you guys guessing here too. Can you name the 4 players in the league that are averaging 19 plus points and 11 plus rebounds per game?
Jalen.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic.
Ooh,
Okay.
straight
Karl
off.
Anthony
Bang.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow.
And
Okay.
Giannis.
Now we've missed on that one.
Oh, Giannis
Oh,
isn't.
he's
Wow.
not
I thought that was...
No. Oh,
Wait,
we almost had it
2010?
in
Oh, Jalen Johnson.
1911. No.
Jalen. Josh Giddey. Whew.
See, Sean had Giannis as well. Apparently, Giannis doesn't. Giannis
doesn't-
must average just under 11.
I think
wait.
I think Giannis is 10 rebounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Think about my fantasy teams. Alex Sarr? Alex Sarr?
No.
That's a good
Okay.
guess.
It's not Aiton.
Good guess by Sean in the chat.
No, I don't want to look. Sabonis?
It's not
Isn't
it, but it's a good guess.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is
I don't
it-
want to look at the chat.
I'm going to give this one. I've looked at this, so I'm just going to bring up the comment. Is it Wemby?
Oh,
It is Wemby with spot 4.
How did I not get that?
You said
He's
4
like the
like
number one.
you said 4 players, not you didn't say alien. Like
Yeah, sorry, I should have said 3 humans, 1 alien. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, Wemby. How could I forget Wemby? Justice Thomas Handsome. That's my friend.
I mean, you did
Ash-
pretty well, Tom. 3 in a row off the bat.
Right? I know ball.
Ash, quick thoughts on that game. You're a positive fan. I just want to hear your thoughts before we move on.
That was a tough loss. I think the biggest thing that I saw was just giving up those 3 offensive rebounds in the end. Like, you can't. That's criminal.
Yeah.
Anyone that plays ball knows that you can't give up 3 in a row, extra possessions.
Right.
But positives, like Cade is just on another level. He is just like, change his name to God as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
I thought Duncan like kept shooting and then got some pretty critical threes. Tobias, like Mr. Reliable.
Yeah.
So there's positives there, but the
Yeah.
rotation needs to shorten, as you guys have already discussed.
Yeah.
like I thinking about it, like maybe I would have preferred Cade after the missed free throw, just step back and take a 3, because they were flabbergasted, and I used a fancy word. They were kind of flabbergasted that Cade did that missed free throw, so they were kind of like, oh shit, what did I do? And I think that was a good timing for him to just step back and take a 3, and that would have been legendary to think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you said though, Tom, like he probably had that set play in his mind. He's done it to an absolute T. And Duncan, I feel like if anyone else who's defending Duncan on the court and don't have the wingspan of Anthony Black, they probably foul him in that situation, but his arms was just long enough to block it.
Was it Anthony Black who challenged him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was I wrong?
Was he
Yeah.
fouled though?
I'll be
I
honest, I
don't
haven't
think
watched it closely, but it didn't look like it on the one replay I watched. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's great. Duncan gets up really high, and he's like 6'7" or something, like pretty crazy
Yeah.
stop. But yeah, those rebounds,
was-
Ash. I think everyone was when they happened. It was like painful as it is to like swallow that loss. You're like they kind of just blew their chance then, like 3 offensive boards. But we'll bring you back up, Ash, for a hot take. I'm excited to hear yours for the week. But we'll quickly get through some more segments here, just on the team overall, Tom, and then we will do some call-ins. I wanted to just kind of, now that we've had a chance to talk out that game, just kind of zoom out and just a bit of a temperature check on the team, because the 13-game win streak is obviously over, lost 2 in a row, but they still have the 5th best defense. Their offense, weirdly, has gone up to 8th now. So, like, the defense has dropped a bit, offense has come up. The numbers and key indicators for this team are still all really good, and they've lost 2 heartbreakers in a row. Just how are you feeling?
Yeah, I think again we have to find some more ways to get everyone else involved. It's Cade is shouldering too much of a load right now through the first 4 quarters, and so which kind of results in him having like no legs under him when it's in the clutch time and stuff. So I think we have to find a way to get Jalen Duren more involved, because in the past few games he used to like have 30 plus, 20 plus every single game, but he's been limited to like points in the 10s, and he didn't get much chances. I think it's teams like kind of really figuring out how to guard JD right now. They're really like reaching from under, like he doesn't. They don't allow him to dribble and all that. So I think they're really making a point in their game plan to limit JD. So, and since teams are doing that, we have to take use of that and like have JD short roll, like kick out and all that. So I think we have to give JD more touches. But overall, I think we're still in a good place. We didn't get blown out or anything. We still had chances to win both games. So I think we're really good. Tomorrow against Miami, that's going to be a big test, because they have a lot of healthy bodies back. Kelly Ware has been playing well. Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero's back. Bam Adebayo's back. They're very healthy, and they're playing really good basketball. I think they're third in the East right now. So a loss to them could really hurt, because that would really shake up the standings. We could actually fall to second, and they could really creep up to second themselves. So tomorrow is a really big game for us. It's the second leg of a back-to-back. So I'm really looking forward to how the team responds.
I think you've absolutely nailed it there with JD. Like, I've noticed that too. Like, teams, even when he gets an offensive rebound, they just try and slap the ball out of his hands. Shout out. I think this is Kingy, by the way. Shout out to Kingy on Twitter.
Is that Kingy?
Yeah, trademark it, Tat. Is the GOAT. Literally the funniest guy on Pistons Twitter. Shout out.
Yeah. When I'm scrolling down on Twitter, sometimes I see myself singing. It's Kingy. Like, he just, whenever we win or lose, like he just posts clips of me singing, this is me right now or something like that.
I know it.
What?
I know it's him as well, because he always calls me Jack Kelly. He refers to me as my old name on Twitter. He won't tag. He'll just be like Jack Kelly. So shout out to King. He's a legend on Twitter. But I the Jalen Duren thing is so accurate. What you said, Tom. They're going to do a better job at getting him more involved now that teams are game playing. But also, I think he's got to now adjust, because he's now being defended a bit differently, getting a bit more attention.
Right.
Because you're so right. I feel like against Boston and even tonight against the Magic, like I would expect him to dominate a little bit more, like especially the Celtics without Cater, I think. Like, so
no, Cater was out, so he does Pistons legend Luka Garza.
Yeah. So I think you're on the money there with JD. But overall, like it's very early. Like, this is why the 13-game win streak is so not like there's the magic to it and the fun of it all. No pun there with magic, but like you banked 13 wins. Like, you're starting the season 15-2. Yes, these games are heartbreaking, but these losses really don't hurt as much as if this team was this time last year. We were like we were like 3 games below 500, and
Yeah, we
that's
were
when these
below
losses-
500. Yeah.
Yeah, these losses, they kill you. Like, so yes, you want to win these close games. You want to beat the better teams in the conference, because that's what a lot of people are going to say now. We can't beat anyone good. But overall, I think it's an adjustment period. If they win tomorrow in Miami, I think that cures everything. I don't think anyone will care about these past 2 games because Miami are a really good team. But we will preview that game in a moment. But I wanted to ask you, just about Jaden Ivey's first. I think he's played 4 games now. I
It's
think
gotta
he's
be
played 4.
3. 4. Is it 4? Okay.
4. I think 4 tonight. He had 10 against the Bucks, 12 against the Pacers, 7 against the Celtics. And I think he only had 3 tonight. Just what have
But
you
that-
seen from him in
Okay.
his first, 45 minutes of action or whatever he's played?
Yeah, rusty. Obviously rusty, because I'm sure like people here watched the documentary that the Pistons posted yesterday. It's called Faith. Like it's about Jaden Ivey's return to basketball shape, and it's a very good documentary. You should watch it. But him coming back from a broken leg, and he's now just getting acclimated to like real time basketball. It's not a small thing at all. So I know like today was probably his worst game because he had a lot of bad decisions, bad turnovers, and bad missed shots. But that 3 that Jaden Ivey hit was really huge. Like, and he's one guy who can actually hit those kind of shots. He's clutch. You know he's clutch because that game winner against Toronto, that 3 against the game winner against the Kings. So we know he has the capability of being a second option. So right now, I'm sure it's good. People are saying, I saw on Twitter, like trade him, like cut him, whatever, all that stuff. I think they should just give him more time, give him like a few more games, like not just few, like dozens more games, because he really has to get acclimated back to his shape. Because what Jaden Ivey's really good at is his speed, and his brain probably like is telling him like, are you sure you can do that? Are you sure you can do that and all that? So his body, he's second guessing himself. So he needs more time on the floor, get that confidence on his legs. So I really believe in that man. I believe in him. So I hope Pistons fans don't just give up on him.
Exactly. No, I think Pistons fans need to give him until like end of December at least, and bits of
Right.
January, because the Pistons need the version of Jaden Ivey that went out with injury. Like they
Right.
have that version. Like when he injured himself last year, it was against the Magic, and he'd hit like 6 threes in that game and had like 25 points. Like that version of Jaden Ivey tonight, who like the Pistons probably win this game, or at least aren't fighting to try and get the lead the entire night. So
Right.
they need. It's going to be, like you said earlier, some growing pains, trying to reacclimate him back into the team, him find the rhythm. But he's the best version of him. And for those that want to trade him right now, well, you need him playing better if you want to trade him. Like if you're so out on Jaden Ivey, that's fine. But like trading him right now is not going to be the best thing either. So
Yeah, that's
I
selling
don't.
low.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, like you're selling weight. It's not smart for anyone involved. And so like we need him to go through these growing pains, and that's not to keep harping on it, but that's why it's such a good thing to start 15-4 now.
Right.
Obviously we want to win every game, but you have that little buffer that will hold you in good stead as long as you keep up a pretty good pace. So I'm not worried. I think the 3-point shot outside the Boston game has looked decent. Inside the paint, like you said, it's a work in progress, but we just got to let him get his legs back and get his confidence back and rhythm, and he'll come. I know you and I both believe in him, so
Yeah,
he'll be fine. All right, Tom. The next thing, your favorite thing, is trade chat, and we'll do this one very quickly. I just wanted to throw this name at you. Vince Goodwill from ESPN now. He lives in Detroit. He threw out the name of Coby White as a name to watch for the Pistons approaching the deadline, which is still 3 months away. Coby White is pretty much averaging 24 points this season, only in 3 games, but he's a bucket. He can get you 5 assists a night, shoots close to 40% from 3. I have my thoughts on it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. He's on an expiring $13 million contract as well.
Right. Thoughts about it? Obviously, he's gonna be a really good fit beside Kate. Like he's gonna be version of a player that we envision Jaden Ivey to be. Like that person who can create his own shot, make three, sometimes be a second primary ball handler. So he obviously on paper he's a really really good fit for our Pistons. But that would with that being said, he's gonna cost a lot. And even though he's on an expiring contract, he's probably gonna get contracts in the 30 million, 40 million dollar range. So he's gonna be expensive to extend. And again, Chicago does not have a reason, like for me, for to just trade him because he just came back from injury. He's been playing really well. So and he's a good fit beside Josh Giddey, like how he's like gonna be a good fit beside Cade. So I don't think it's realistic. Well, what are your thoughts?
I can see why he's thrown that name out because it is the type of player without making a huge move that would help this team. But like that, I think what he's doing right now is exactly what Jaden Ivey can potentially be doing by mid-January
Right.
for the Pistons. I'm not saying 25 points a night or 24, I think he's at right now, but I think like if the Pistons were to get in the conversation of trying to acquire Coby White, it would probably mean they're moving Jaden Ivey and don't see him being a part of the future. I'm not saying they trade Ivey for Coby White. Maybe Ivey goes to another team and you bring in Coby White to play that role as a starter or off the bench six man. But I think, in my opinion, like that's the only way I could see it happening. Because I do think that version of Coby White, if you plugged him in on this team right now and they weren't going to wait for Ivey to get healthy, which won't happen. He certainly would help. So I can see the link there. But
I don't know if I would give up Jaden Ivey right now for him. I know like a lot of Pistons fans would, but I don't want to. I want to see Jaden Ivey be healthy. I really think he's going to be worth a lot. He's going to be really good. So I don't want to give up on Jaden Ivey just now.
And Coby White's been in the league, I think 3 years at least more than Ivey. So we just have to remember who Ivey was when he got injured at the end of last year. Like, don't just look at him right now and think this is the final product. I know a lot of people aren't, but I just want to reiterate that. But look, it's an interesting name. I like that because I think most podcasts just keep throwing out Lauri Markkanen, Anthony Davis, and I'm just kind of like, I just don't think that's going to happen during the season, that is, especially Anthony Davis. So I appreciated like a realistic target, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. But guys, we're going to put the link in the chat. This is the time for the show to bring up people. If you have a question as well, we can answer your question if you don't want to come up. But if you put that link into your browser, I'll see you pop up along the bottom here, and I'll bring you up. You can share your thoughts on anything. Ask Tom and I a question, whatever you like.
Just don't swear too much.
Try not to swear. All right. Okay, it looks like we've got Nabil here from Canada. What's going on, my man?
What's going on? How are you guys doing?
What up, though? Hey, I think I saw you on Instagram. Like, I think you put yourself as a diehard Raptors fan. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. That's my Instagram account right there. Yeah, it's, I think it's Raptors World 28 or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's in the bio, right? Yeah, you saw it. It was in the bio, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So I was like, wait, so is this guy like a Pistons fan or a Raptors fan? Because we're 1 and 2 in the East right now, so you cannot be a fan of both. I'm just kidding.
No, I just respect the Pistons. The Pistons are a team that are a team that I respect. I don't have anything bad to say about them. And tough loss today. I was watching the fourth quarter, and the offensive rebounds really was the main issue on that possession where the Magic had 3. I think that was very unfortunate. But it was a competitive game. That's what you want in an NBA Cup. You just don't want to blow out. So at least you got a competitive game to watch. And on the bright side, Cade Cunningham's good at intentionally missing free throws. He missed the free throw, but I know it got blocked by Duncan Robinson, or Duncan Robinson got blocked by Anthony Black. But it was a good missed free throw, and Cade, he's really good this season. He's been turning it up the last 2 games. So shout out to Cade and what he's been doing. But tough loss, but you'll bounce back. You're still first in the East. So plenty of season to go.
We're still good. Yeah, we're still good. I
Yeah.
agree with
I
you. And
appreciate
every
that.
single point that you said. Every single point. Yeah. We're still good.
Yeah.
We're still first in the East. Your Raptors are second where you're below us. Just kidding.
Yeah, only one.
When,
Only
do you
one.
know when, Nabil? I haven't looked, but do you know when the Pistons Raptors play their first game against each other?
Let
Must
me
be
look.
soonish.
Let me look.
That's gonna be huge because I remember when the Pistons were bad, or whenever the Pistons have a home game against the Raptors, a lot of Raptors fans are there because Canada is
Yeah.
right there,
Oh.
right beside Detroit. So it's
It's not
usually like
till
yeah.
February.
Okay. That's when the Raptors
Okay.
will probably be
February 11th.
like that's when the Raptors will probably be at 7th, 8th in the East where they belong. Just kidding.
No, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, and I totally forgot. It got to my mind, and then I forgot. I thought I was gonna say something.
okay.
But I forgot.
I was just going to ask you, Nabil, one last thing. I'm not sure if you got to watch the Pistons Celtics game, but what if, like, because obviously we're Pistons fans, so I get very emotionally invested and can kind of lose sight of what's happening on the court. But what did you see, maybe at least in tonight's game? Like, were the Magic just a better team? Did the Pistons, was it just the rebounds that cost them? Was there anything else that stood out? Just as a fan of not the Pistons.
I got busy. I only watched the fourth quarter. I got
That's
busy in the game, so I couldn't really give you a whole synopsis about like what my thoughts are. But I could say that it was a pretty competitive fourth quarter down the stretch. I know that the Pistons were down by 10 at one point in that fourth quarter, and they actually went on a 10-0 run to tie the game. So I don't think the Magic were the better team. I just think that it was unlucky for the Pistons for the offensive rebounds. But I was cheering for the Pistons. I really thought I had I was going to record a video, but I totally forgot to. But I thought I said the Pistons were going to win, and then yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe I was a bad luck. Maybe I was a bad luck.
No, it's all good.
Well, Nabil, I appreciate you coming on, my friend, especially as a non-Pistons fan. We appreciate your support.
Appreciate you,
Thank
brother.
you.
I
Enjoy
appreciate
your
it.
night.
Have a good
Catch
day,
you,
guys.
brother.
Thank you.
Please,
Bye.
See you, man.
Jack,
All right.
speaking. All right.
Oh,
It is.
sorry, we're gonna need your help here because we've got your boy, Deadman, in the
Oh!
house.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. What up, though?
네, what up, though? Pistons fan worldwide. My
Let's
name
go.
is Ditman. Hello, Pistons Jack. Hello.
What's good, my friend?
네.
Appreciate you jumping on. Thank you for
Oh.
watching.
Let's
Thank you.
go. Yeah, appreciate it.
토모님이
네네. 말씀해
코리안
주세요.
피스톤스 토모님이 통역해 주신다 그래가지고 자신 있게 한번 들어봤습니다.
So I promised him I'm gonna translate. So he was like, "All right, let's do it." He got the confidence to do it.
Good
So
to know.
yes, yesterday I believe he did a live stream like on his channel because he has a YouTube channel about the Detroit Pistons, and he actually did a raffle picking who are gonna get like Detroit opening night T-shirts and all that. So
That's
어제
fire.
라이브 했던 거
네, 토모님이 선물 제공해 주셔가지고 네, 저희 대한민국 피스톤스 팬들이 조금 있어요. 그래서 같이 이렇게 좀 공유하고 문화를 만들어가고 있는 중이에요.
Yeah, so we have some Korean Pistons fans in Korea. So he's building a small community, small culture here in
amazing.
Korea. Yeah, do you have any questions, Jack, for him?
Well, I would just like to know how he became a Pistons fan. Like, what's the story? Like, obviously I know yours, Tom, but I'm very interested to hear.
어떻게 Pistons 팬이 됐는지 궁금하다는데요?
저희 제 유튜브에도 몇 번 언급은 했었는데, 그 2003년, 2004, 0304 그 시즌의 결승전 파이널 보다가 샤키로니를 막는 사실 베놀러스에 푹 빠져버려서 입덕을 하게 됐습니다.
Okay, Jack, can you try to guess like what his story is? Like you heard some English words. Okay, so during the 2003 and 2004 season, he watched Ben Wallace like dominate Shaq, so that's when he became a fan.
네, 그래서 20년 정도 고생하고 있는 중이에요.
So he's been struggling being a Pistons fan for over 20 years.
예.
Ups
지금
right
이제
there
다시
with you,
한번
brother.
이렇게 확 올라오는 중이긴 하고요.
And that's why, and the Pistons fandom here in Korea, it's been like, it's growing, and his fandom's also growing. So it's been awesome.
That's amazing. Last question I just want to ask. Can you ask Tom, is this his favorite Pistons season of all time, or where does it rank right now?
지금까지 있었던 피스턴 시즌 보셨던 피스턴 시즌 중에서 여기 한 몇 위쯤에 되는 것 같아요? 약간.
저 개인적으로는 지금 무조건 1등일 것 같고요. 제가 사실은 전성기 시즌에 정규 시즌을 제대로 보지는 못했어요, 사실. 이렇게 가끔씩 챙겨보는 정도밖에 될 수가 없어서 지금 본격적으로 본 지는 한 5, 6년 정도 됐고, 네, 지금 1등이라고 생각합니다.
So he wasn't really able to watch the back to work Pistons in their prime that much. So he started like really watching in the past 6 years. So for him, this Pistons team is number one of all time.
한국에서는 NBA를 보기가 쉽지는 않았어요. 그동안 리그 패스가 본격화되기 전까지 인기팀 위주로 사실 많이 하다 보니까 피스톤스 경기를 많이 볼 기회는 적었던 것 같아요.
Yeah, he didn't have much chance to watch the Pistons because it hasn't been that long that League Pass was really like showing a lot of Pistons games.
Got you. Well, that's awesome. How good is this? We've got speaking different languages. I really
Pistons
appreciate you coming
Worldwide.
up as well. Yeah, Pistons Worldwide.
제가 처음이죠, 통역이.
네, 통역 처음 맞아요. First time
아,
translating.
sorry.
올라오자.
I'm not speaking English.
올라오셔서 감사해요. Like, we have to show him a lot of love because he has a Pistons YouTube channel in Korea.
Yes.
So he's the only one. He's the only Pistons YouTube channel here in Korea. So
This is the YouTube channel here, I believe. At Detroitman _ Korea.
yeah, so everyone please show him love. He also does like English subtitles. So so yeah.
Amazing. And I know you
show
guys
fellow
did an
Pistons
interview
fans some
recently
love.
too.
Right. I went on this channel and yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
감사합니다.
you. Appreciate you.
네, thank you.
Catch you later, brother. All right. That was awesome. Well, that's
was
it for the
awesome.
call-ins. I forgot to do this part of the show, Tom. So I wanted to just very quickly preview the Heat game, just get our brief thoughts on it, and then the rest of the week we'll give a prediction. But how are you feeling about the game in Miami tomorrow? Back-to-back. The Heat are 13-6, at least when I wrote this outline yesterday. So I'm not sure if they're playing today, but Pistons are going to be tired. The last back-to-back they played, they beat the Hawks on the road, who were a pretty good opponent. So it's within them. But it's going to be a tough game. Miami have won, I think, 6 or 7 in a row. We've got Tyler
Right.
Hero back. And every game, like you mentioned last year, was a close one. Felt like it was decided in the overtime or at the buzzer.
Right. It's gonna be, I think, one of the toughest games because the Pistons are in a position they haven't been in this season. 2-game losing streak, and it's gonna be a second leg of back-to-back on the road against a very good team. So it's gonna be a really good test for us. I'm not sure if Jaden Ivey's gonna play. I doubt he's gonna play because it's a second leg of a back-to-back. The Miami Heat, I don't think they had the game today, so it's gonna be their first game in home. So I think the betting odds could have them as the favorites because they've been really good with David Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins is back, Norman Powell's back. I think they're almost fully healthy. And who's that? The guy on the bench playing Jaquez Jr. Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Yeah.
He's been playing really good too. So they're not a team that we can expect to have a cakewalk. And they actually really changed how their offense goes this season. Spoelstra really changed their schemes a lot, having much more ball movement than before. And their defense is always obviously really good. So it's gonna be a really fun game. Because if the Pistons fans think about games against Miami Heat, we're gonna remember that playing that in-season tournament game last season when Jalen Duren made an alley-oop dunk and Spoelstra called a timeout, which they didn't have. So
That's crazy.
You know what's funny? Because recently they had a buzzer beater from Andrew Wiggins, and they used the exact same play that we ran against them. So Spo kind of, yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that game. Hopefully we were able to contain Tyler Hero, who usually goes crazy against us.
It's going to be a tough game. In a weird way, I think I'm actually kind of happy they have another tough opponent because I think tomorrow, I remember they beat Philly on the road, then they had the Wizards on a back-to-back, and that was just a slog of a game that we did end up winning. But to be honest, we didn't really deserve to win without Dennis Jenkins' heroics. But it'll be a game that if the Pistons don't come ready, Miami will get a great start. But I think our team, they're very resilient. Though I feel like they always surprise me. Like even tonight, that 10-0 run after they got down 10, like I should just know they're capable of that now. Like when I feel like they're done, they'll rise back up. So I think they'll put up a great
We were
fight.
actually messaging at that time, right? We were down 10. We were like, oh, this sucks, but we can come back from this. We were talking like we can come back.
Yeah, no,
from
we
this.
were
And
literally
we did.
texting. Yeah. And like, I mean, very easily could have won that game. So I think they'll put up a great fight. And if it's close, I'll back in Cade and the rest of the team to close it out and sneak out of there with the win. But I think no matter what, it's going to be a game decided by like 5 to 6 points or less.
Right.
Tom, quick prediction, and then we're going to do our hot takes. So they got Miami tomorrow in Miami. Then a day's rest. They have the Hawks at home. Then we're back on the road again for the Bucks, and then back at home against the Blazers. So Heat, Hawks, Bucks, Blazers. And Giannis is back, by the way. He's in my fantasy team, so he came back today. So
yeah, I'm actually going against him on fantasy, so I know he's back. So predictions?
Yes. What did you say?
I think tomorrow is gonna be the toughest game of the bunch. If we win tomorrow, I think we'll go 4-0. But because Atlanta is really good, but you know they just had a win today. But I don't think we're gonna lose to Atlanta. I think we match up really well against them. So against them, I don't think we're gonna lose. But tomorrow is gonna be the test and the Giannis game because I don't think we've beaten Giannis in 3 years or 4 years or whatever. I don't remember the last time we beat Giannis. We beat Bucks last week or something, but we didn't beat Giannis Bucks. So that's gonna be a test. That's gonna be a fun game because Stu and Giannis, they hate each other. So that's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Shout out to Sean. You know what Tom's predictions are for all of those games. I must admit, you snuck your 4-0 prediction in a very like smart way. Right. You were like, if they win tomorrow, they'll go 4-0.
You know, because today in the game when we went up like in the first quarter when we up like 13 or something, I tweeted, "Oh, the Pistons are going to Vegas," and a lot of people were like commenting, "Tom, take this down. Tom, don't do this. Don't jinx us," and all that. And when we lost, they actually came back to the post and they're like, "This loss is on you." I was like, "What?"
Well, I'll give you this, Tom. You've been saying the Pistons are going to the finals this whole off season. And
right, we are.
We are, even though we've had 2 losses, we are sitting right at the top of the East. My prediction, I'll say 3-1. I think they beat Miami tomorrow because this team, like I said, when I least expect it, they will do something I don't expect. So I think they'll win tomorrow.
Your loss is the Giannis. Is it the PTSD?
I think I think it's Giannis because it's on the road. It's in Milwaukee as well. I just like their crowd's pretty good. Like I know we beat them recently there, but they didn't have Giannis. So
you know what's gonna be epic if we lose to Milwaukee and Kuzma like tweets out "What up though" to me. Because when we beat them, I tweeted a "What up though."
That just reminded me.
Since 2018. Wow.
Man. So we are ready for it. So maybe I just need to snap out the PTSD. Like at some point we're going to beat him. But that would be my one loss. That's just my PTSD. I can't help it. But I was just thinking then when you said "What up though," that one you did when we jumped on the stream was the most deflated what up I've ever heard.
Today? I was like, "What up though?"
Yeah. All right, Tom. We're going to close out the show. We've got a hot take for each. We're going to bring up Ash. Keen to hear his hot take here as well to close it out. But we got a little video here.
What I said earlier. Don't touch me. I'm sizzling. He's sizzling.
All right.
You know, watching that makes me miss Malik every time.
Yeah. I must admit, that's something that creeps into the comments and stuff every loss. Malik.
Every time we lose, we call for Malik. So we call him out 4 times, I guess.
Maybe Ash, do you want to start with your sizzling take for the week?
I'm gonna call out a player here. I'm gonna say that we don't win again until we shorten the rotation. And I'm gonna target. Sorry, Tom. I'm gonna target your man, Karras. He needs to be gone from the rotation. He
Really?
he is a net zero, net rating of 0 on the season, and in losses is a -16.
I must
I
admit,
think-
Ash, I love the sizzle on it. I feel like Karras might be one of JB's favorite players. So, but I love that. That's what this segment's about.
Right.
I will say, bad Karras does look really bad, but I think he's been better the last 2 weeks. But I love the sizzle on it. Tom, do you have one ready?
Wait, my heart is still sizzling from that comment. My take. I think by the end of this week, Jaden Ivey will score 15 plus, and hopefully near 20 by the Blazers game. I think he's gonna get that confidence behind him, and we're gonna see like eventually our projected starting lineup was Cade, Ivy, Asar, Tobias, and Duran. I think we're gonna see that by December, hopefully.
That's a good one. I'm going to say that if the Pistons don't commit to Dennis Jenkins as a backup point guard by the end of this week, I don't know what my thing is, but
What?
they're going, yeah.
What?
I kind of fumbled that. I think if they don't commit to him as the backup point guard, things are not going to look great.
No, you
That was
should
a
do
horrible
another. You have to dive into the ocean again. Like,
I kind of didn't think that out properly, but yeah, that was horrible from me. But we're gonna wrap up the show here, guys. Thank you to everyone for joining. I need to prepare better. But Tom, can you take us away with your best Detroit basketball?
all right, let's go Detroit basketball. Let's go.